I'm back, son of a bitch. Guy pulled me over for doing 73 and a 65 on a county road. Like, come on. Which he cited kind of like weather conditions, which, like, I don't know, it's kind of snowy, but like, we're not even talking like an inch, and it's like snowy, that's like insta melting on the car. Like, okay, whatever. He just left me off with a warning. I'll count my blessings. First time I've been pulled over. Oh well. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, my sleep schedule, I think. Also thank God, because most days I go like 85 on this road, so thank the Lord. I about got a fat ticket. Anyway, so I don't know, maybe my hope is I just keep going to sleep right off of work, and eventually they'll just learn to not wake me up. Probably not, but we'll see. And I really don't got much more to talk about. Another round of the Epstein files were released today. Epstein files is such a black pilling sort of, like, so many motherfuckers, like, even explicitly now, by the way, not even like just Trump, who's like very obviously redacting his name, but like other very famous, like, influential people are being like explicitly name dropped, not even accusation wise, but like their own words. And I already know, like, maybe in the next administration, maybe, but like, nothing's gonna happen to them, bro. Like, Prince Andrews on an email, like, Epstein said to an email to Ghislaine Maxwell, was like, yeah, I sex trafficked a girl to him, and he tortured and killed her, and I had to bury it. And like, Prince Andrews gonna walk a free man, not even an American, just a rich guy. Bill Gates is doing heinous shit. Not only is he a part of these islands or whatnot, but apparently he was, he got STDs from Russian prostitutes and then started secretly slipping his wife antibiotics on the hope that she wouldn't realize that he cheated on her with a bunch of Russian prostitutes. Elon Musk has never been to the island, apparently, but that doesn't stop him from showing up, because apparently he emailed 90 fucking times on if he can go to the island to have a, quote, wild party there. Like, come on, man. What are we doing here? And then Trump was also explicitly named, not like in an email per se, those were somewhat redacted, but in a bunch of witness statements. They had like a whole, like, a bunch of pages about accusations from victims of trafficking, with like the caveat that, like, there's a sentence that's like, tried to contact for more information but couldn't contact them, like, couldn't reach them. Or like, oh, this person has a history of mental trauma. Oh, I wonder why, man. Maybe they were fucking sex trafficked in the goddamn most prolific child predator ring by the sitting goddamn president. Like, yeah, I'm sure they have a little bit of a rocky history. Like, what are we doing here? And then, by the way, like, explicitly named. They're like, yeah, I was at Trump's little, like, private golf circuit with Trump, Epstein, and then, like, two other names who, like, I don't really know, but appear all over the Epstein files. And they're like, yeah, I was threatened to not say anything because if I did, I would, quote, end up like all the other, like, dead girls that they've, like, tortured and killed for fun. And it's like, yeah, man, awesome. And he's gonna, like, I was talking to my friend about this, but, like, dude, it pisses me off because, like, on a real level, like, I'm so serious, like, individually, whatever the ship's kind of already sailed, right? He's got maybe like 4 years left. Like, I don't even think he can run a third term. I don't think his body's gonna hold up. He'll try, but whatever. And maybe I'll, this is me putting my fucking foot in my mouth. He'll 2028 will come around, and then he turns out he's got fucking cybernetics, and he's now Mecha Hitler. But on a grand scheme sort of things, Trump is sort of just like a symptom of American imperialism. Doesn't matter. But on a personal level, it drives me so fucking crazy that not only is this guy done all this, not gonna get punished or whatever, he's still gonna be rich as fuck, can do whatever he wants, and he's gonna die not a happy man, because he's morally fucking evil, and those people can't be happy. But he's gonna die a somewhat quote unquote satisfied, content guy who is gonna fucking be on a bed with surrounded by sycophants, mistaken that he is loved by people who are just power hungry. But he's gonna die in a good mood, and that pisses me off. It's such a cosmically fuck you type of deal, where it's a guy as explicitly he's been doing things that are matching what we as a civilization kind of consider the savage area. He's out here doing shit we currently chastise ancient Greeks for doing, and the Mongols. He's just been ripping that shit. It's crazy. He's gonna die satisfied. It's wild. I don't know. It's such a fucking... It's almost sobering, where it's yeah, okay. To some extent, where man, really nothing you do kind of matters, as far as as long as you don't get legally fucked up, you can kind of do whatever you want, and there's no real karmic repercussion. You know what I mean? That's kind of what it is. If you are rich and powerful, or just smart enough, which, get it twisted, these Trump and these other Epstein guys aren't smart enough. They are the rich and powerful type deal. They are actually the entire existence of the Epstein files sort of implies that they're stupid, but it also doesn't matter. That it's actually such a poignant example of oh, not only does it not matter they're stupid, it actually matters so little that they're stupid, because us being rich and powerful completely covers that up for them. Motherfuckers are out here emailing LOL, just killed my 13th hooker of the night, she was only 12, whoopsies. And they walked free for 20 years after that. Okay, man. Meanwhile, me in the police state, I send a message. I write a handwritten letter, personally delivered to my friend, with a message of, hey, I don't think ICE is very good, and now I'm on a list all of a sudden, being detained at airports and shit when I'm walking through. Okay, man. It's oh my god, it's so crazy. It's just so and again, this is also what baffles me, man. Why, even from the first round, why have Democrats not stopped? Why have they they never even started in order to stop, but why have they not been chirping non-stop about this, man? Is it because Bill Clinton's in it? Fuck Bill Clinton. Who gives a fuck, man? He's already out of your party. Who gives a shit? Fuck, man. If I was a Democratic congressman, I would be holding rallies every day, going inch by inch over the Epstein files, just blasting it, man. What are we doing? We're barely even getting tweets. Like, holy fuck. It's so infuriating. And again, these people also have, like, wealth and power now, like, beyond imagination. And they're just doing nothing with it that they are supposed to be doing with it. And, like, and come midterms, they might not even be punished. It's such a fucking, God, holy shit, man. It's such oh, dude. Blood boiling. It's a blood boiling fucking scenario, like, situation. I don't know. What are you gonna do, man? I guess gonna get pulled over. You just go to work, and you go home, then you die, brother. That's all America's got for you. Jesus Christ. Nothing else of real news. I guess the song got banned. Who cares? You'll be fine. The reason he was banned was stupid as shit. Who cares? It's always stupid shit. And it's so funny. And they do it all the time, but some of the liberals love doing it, and I understand there's, like, some value in doing it, but not, like, really. Is that, like, bad thing will happen. Conservatives will be like, yippee, woohoo. And then like leftists or liberals or whatever will be like, why are you wahooing this? You weren't wahooing when this bad thing happened to your guy, or he did the same thing. You were like, no, it wasn't Tesla. You were like, this is bad. He said the same thing, and you supported him. Why are you attacking Assad for saying the same thing? It's like, brother. Neither side gives a fuck about, like, this both siding shit. Conservatives don't give a shit because they don't have, like, the thinking process to be able to make that, like, distinction. They believe that your, like, internal moral value and, like, position dictates what you say is good or bad. They don't actually listen to the words. And leftists understand that, like, what they're saying, well, like the most same sides bullshit, they're actually saying two different things with a bunch of different context and nuance behind it, where it's actually not the same thing. It just kind of looks like it to, like, a shallow onlooker, but like they're the same thing. Like, this whole, like, kind of both sides, like you guys said this though, oh, you guys were celebrating it. Like, it's just, it is the most brain dead, like, nothing comes of it, like, phenomenon that happens on every single fucking quote unquote drama or event or whatever. Holy fuck. Like, a lot of leftists were getting mad when, like, they were making fun of they were making fun of, like, Charlie Kirk's death, rest in piss. And then a bunch of, like, Republicans were like, oh, aren't you guys evil for making fun of a dead guy? And then like, leftists were like, and for good reason, were like, you guys have been making fun of, like, not just other dead leftists, but, like, specifically George Floyd for, like, 6 goddamn years. Like, you guys have nonstop under every post being like, LOL, look at this dead black guy. Like, what are you talking about? And so from the conservative point of view, though, it doesn't matter, because Charlie Kirk was, like, one of the good ones. He was a guy in power, so, like, it's sacrilege to say his name. George Floyd wasn't a human to them, so they can make fun of him all he wants. There's a moral, like, internal difference there. Leftists understand, though, that there's a difference, where, like, George Floyd is just kind of some random dude. Good dude, bad dude, doesn't matter, but he's, like, a normal-ass civilian without any, like, stance in politics. But they also recognize that Charlie Kirk is a dude, a right-wing conservative, like, AstroTurf pundit, who has explicitly said vile shit for years and pushed explicitly that, like, gun restriction is bad, and in fact, like, it's so bad, like, it's better that we have, like, school shootings versus restricting guns or whatever. And then people are out here making fun of the irony that his ass got fucking one-tapped, like, 360 ladder stalled, as if he's not a supporter of, like, as if his own words didn't lead to that outcome. Like his own action, like his own entire like career and personality led to the exact outcome that like the circumstances of his death, and we're not supposed to make haha jokes about it. Like, yeah, fucking kill yourself, man. Also, he looks funny. I don't give a fuck. But again, from a conservative's point of view, they just think you're like woke scolding again, because it doesn't matter what his words are or what his actions were. He was a straight white conservative guy, so he was one of the good ones. It doesn't matter, man. It's crazy. I'm on the range. It's kind of starting to snow again. Gotta stop by the Big JB to try to find, hopefully, some, I forget what they're called, seaweed snacks. Oversized load type deal, like a snow blower. I think that's what it is. Okay. Sort of worried that if I like go to bed at 7 or whatever, wake up at 3, by the time it gets to like 6 again, I will be tired, and I really don't want to be driving home tired, which sort of sucks. But I also like getting home at 7, waiting an hour and a half to then go to bed. This kind of feels like a waste of time. There's not really much I can put into that hour. I guess maybe I can put something in that hour. Like, it then kind of cuts into the stream time, which I want to be doing a lot more. But, you know, maybe I could be productive in that hour. I could read. That's probably a big one. I could also start, like, working on, like, editing videos. But I don't know. A lot of other small issues with that, though, is, like, if I'm up doing that sort of thing, and then, like, I get asked to play something by my friends, I really don't have, like, a good reason to say no, other than, like, yeah, I'm just not hanging out with you guys anymore. And that turns into at least into like a fucking 3-hour play session. It's hard to have a schedule these days, man. Especially when like people aren't on your schedule. I'm just such a night person that like it's hard for me to operate. I like because for me nighttime, I mean, really is between like 9 and like 6 probably. But like I don't know, if I can be up from 1 to 8. That would also probably be better, because not only is it like nighttime, but I get the rising sun morning type deal I go up on. I don't know. It also doesn't help. Well, I don't know if help's the right word, but maybe I'm just adapting, because I am drinking a lot less caffeine than before. I'd have to look at the exact amount, but I was drinking like 2 to 3 Monsters a day. Well, now I drink like, and this was good. This was part of why I started. I mentioned it in one of those first videos. Is like with my shaker cup, I drink maybe 1 to 2 16-ounce cups or whatever, which is like 2 scoops of the G Fuel Gamer Subs, which I think it's around the same caffeine as Monster. It might be a little less, I'm not too sure. I want to say like 1 scoop is like 80 or something, and so 2 scoops is probably like 160, which is a little more than the Ultra Monsters, but that's, I'm only drinking 1 of those a day, maybe 2, on like days where I guess I'm like extra prepared, and so I am just drinking a lot less caffeine, so I am probably just sort of adapting to that. Recently got this really small, tiny, I don't know what to call it, foreign goods shop. It's not really the correct term. It's just this guy who kind of like, he just buys like goods from Japan and sells them. It's kind of like a little weeb with the B, like hobby shop. He has like board game nights and stuff, plays Magic there, and then he sells shit like fucking orange creamsicle Kit Kats that are Japanese and that sort of thing, and like squid Frito chips that are only sold in Japan, and Ramune and that sort of deal. It's a cute little shop, but I do think he has seaweed there, nori, because my coworker bought me some. It must be from there if I had to guess. And my, is it stepmom? Is that the correct term? Yes, it'd be my stepmom. I was blanking on mother-in-law. Mother-in-law is your like spouse's mom. Stepmom is your dad's new girlfriend / wife. So that'd be my stepmom. She asked me to pick up seaweed snacks, which are like little like, she described them as crackers, and I think she saw them on a TV show. A little bit of a rude awakening for her if that's what she's expecting, because like the salted little seaweed snacks are not like chips or crackers. They're weird. I think they're really good, but they are definitely an acquired taste. They're kind of fishy, and you kind of like put them in your mouth, and then it kind of almost like dissolves. It's kind of like seafood paper, which makes a lot of sense because seaweed is like, most times people eat seaweed is on like sushi, and if you really think about it, like it's used in sushi as like almost like a paper roll around the rice that you can eat. So, kind of is. So I don't know exactly what she's expecting, but I hope she likes it. I think it's pretty good. I'm thinking about buying one for myself, but I don't think I'm going to. I also thought about buying pizza for myself, but I don't think I'm going to for tomorrow. I ain't got no type. See, I'm already getting sleepy, man. Part of the problem too is like it's getting dark out really early at like 6 or whatever, and it's starting to trigger me getting awake. But it takes some time before I'm like fully awake at like around 9 or 10, and at that point it's almost impossible for me to go to sleep. So I'd like to be in bed before that. But because it's also dark, I kind of don't want to sleep. It's really rough. Because I guess it's one of the main points too, is like, part of the issue is like, I guess I don't like going to sleep when it's dark, which I know sounds really weird. But like, if I stay up till like 11 and it's like pure dark outside, I have a harder time falling asleep than if it was like, move it 12 hours. If I was to go to bed at 11 in the morning, in sleep until 6 p.m. Like I just find it so much easier going to sleep during the like daylight and then waking up at night. Like I wake up in the day, I like squint my eyes, I roll over, I kind of want to go. Like, I want to go back to sleep. I wake up at dark, I bolt up. I literally like the little ninja, you know. I like flex my back muscles and I stand up with the force that propels it, and I'm just awake, and it's so much better for me. I don't know. It's hard. Well, I really don't have much to talk about. It's not really that much of a short vid. It kind of hit 30 minutes. But yeah, kind of touched on what I wanted to touch on. General journal stuff. A little more, I guess, on my sleep habits. Maury. And then a little bit of the political happenings going on. I'm excited for Terraria. Anything else coming out soon that I'm really excited for? Not thinking so. I guess Reanimal's coming out this month. I think it's called Reanimal. It might be Monster. I'm not sure. It's the game made by the OG, or maybe not the OG, but at least like the second Little Nightmares 2 team. Because they didn't work on Little Nightmares 3. I don't know the exact what happened. I don't know if they got laid off or like bought out or something. But I know they didn't work on Little Nightmares 3, which is why that game did not do so well or wasn't as good as 2. Instead, they made their own game, which is this 2-player co-op. Like I want to say it's called Reanimal. But that's nice. I wonder if it's like pure co-op or not. If it is pure co-op, like needs 2 players, it's probably going to be a minute before I play it. But if it's not, I'll definitely give it a whirl. Little Nightmares is a property that is close to home. So, means a lot to me nostalgic-wise and like taste development-wise. I think the games are very good and really, really good at interesting storytelling without really giving you a lot. I actually think like gun to my head, I'll be honest, I think they low-key do it kind of better than Dark Souls. They're kind of like Dark Souls is like sort of pointed out as like the golden standard of like world building without like direct story or like direct dialogue. I think the scope of the world of Little Nightmares is a lot more. It's easier to pull like direct like, oh, this is like our world, but from it, it's not like they're trying to make a whole new fantasy world. But I think a lot of the small details are just really interesting. I love the idea of like, because the Dark Souls world is like technically you're doing a bunch of shit after like the fall on almost all of them. Like the bad thing is already started, or like the good thing has stopped. And so you're kind of playing in a bit of the ruins of it. But like shit is still kind of happening. Like there are there are still alive people who have plans and that you are kind of either disrupting or forwarding or that sort of deal. And so you're still kind of a part of like a living world. Whereas Little Nightmares and Nightmares 2, you're playing in a complete like apocalypse ruin type deal. Where like shit has gone downhill, and this is even more apparent in 2, where like shit is gone downhill, it is bad, and you're just kind of walking through like the worst of what humanity has sort of left behind, which is really not a lot, and you're just a small little thing in this kind of twisted, fucked up world. And so a lot of what you're doing is sort of walking around just kind of trying to piece together like not only what happened, but like what exactly got twisted and how it ended up how it was. I think it's real fascinating. I think you could spend a lot of time in those games just trying to piece stuff together. And it's really cool because it still shows you such like a limited scope of the world too, and like you have to make your own sort of implications on what happens in like areas that you don't have visual like access to. Anyway, but I'm at the dollar store. It's not a dollar store, it's a family market. But I've talked for long enough. Thank you. Have a good night. Bye.